Human services is a field deeply rooted in compassion and the desire to empower others. It's about extending a hand to those facing challenges, offering support, and advocating for their well-being. At the core of this noble endeavor lies a fundamental pillar: ethics. Ethics in human services is not just a set of rules, it's a way of life, a commitment to integrity, and a responsibility we embrace in every interaction and decision. Imagine a world without ethical guidelines in human services. It would be a world where vulnerability could be exploited, trust could be broken, and the well-being of individuals we serve could be compromised. Ethics are the invisible threads that hold the fabric of human services together, ensuring that our actions are guided by principles of respect, autonomy, beneficence, and justice. Ethics is about doing the right thing, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. It's about advocating for those who can't advocate for themselves and ensuring that our actions align with our values. In the tapestry of human services, ethics is the thread of gold, adding strength, beauty, and integrity to all that we do. Moral decision-making is a complex process, shaped by a tapestry of influences woven from the fabric of our being. These influences are not isolated threads but rather intertwined strands that contribute to our understanding of right and wrong. Our biology, the very foundation of our physical selves, plays a role in shaping our moral compass. Research suggests that certain brain regions are associated with empathy, compassion, and our ability to understand the emotional states of others. These biological factors lay the groundwork for our moral development, influencing how we perceive and respond to ethical dilemmas. Psychology adds another layer to this intricate tapestry. Our upbringing, personal experiences, and individual personalities all contribute to our moral framework. For example, someone who has experienced significant trauma might have a heightened sensitivity to issues of justice and fairness, while someone raised in a highly structured environment might place a greater emphasis on rules and obedience to authority. Beyond our individual experiences, social and cultural norms exert a powerful influence on our moral compass. We are social creatures constantly absorbing values, beliefs, and expectations from the communities we inhabit. Our families, friends, religious institutions, and even the media we consume shape our understanding of what is considered morally acceptable or unacceptable. Finally, spirituality, often described as the search for meaning and purpose in life, adds a profound dimension to our moral decision-making. Our spiritual beliefs, whether rooted in organized religion or personal reflection, provide a framework for understanding our place in the world and our responsibilities to ourselves and others. These beliefs often serve as a guiding force, influencing our values and ethical choices. In the rich tapestry of human experience, it's essential to recognize that moral compasses can point in different directions. Just as our individual experiences shape our own moral framework, others arrive at their ethical conclusions through the lens of their unique journeys. This diversity of perspectives, while potentially challenging, is something to be honored and understood rather than feared or judged. When encountering moral choices that differ from our own, it's crucial to approach the situation with empathy and a willingness to understand the underlying reasons for those choices. This doesn't mean abandoning our own values or condoning actions we deem harmful. Instead, it's about recognizing that different life experiences, cultural backgrounds, and belief systems can lead to varying interpretations of right and wrong. Engaging in respectful dialogue, asking clarifying questions, and actively listening to understand the perspectives of others can bridge the gap between differing moral viewpoints. This approach fosters an environment of mutual respect and allows us to learn from one another, even when our moral compasses don't perfectly align. Remember, understanding does not necessitate agreement. We can respect the validity of another person's moral choices without compromising our own ethical principles. In the spirit of empathy and compassion, we can seek to understand the why behind their decisions, fostering a space for meaningful dialogue and potentially finding common ground even amidst differing viewpoints. Section 4. The compass and the journey influences, guides, and ethical grounding. Navigating the complexities of moral decision-making in human services requires a clear distinction between influences and guides. While influences, as discussed earlier, shape our initial understanding of right and wrong, they should not be the sole determinants of our ethical choices. Instead, we must seek guidance from ethical principles, professional codes of conduct, agency policies, legal frameworks, and the fundamental rights of our clients. Think of influences as the wind and currents that can push our moral compass in various directions. They are ever present, shaping our perceptions and potentially leading us astray if we're not careful. Guides, on the other hand, are like the stars in the night sky, constant, reliable points of reference that keep us on course. Professional ethics serve as a fundamental guidepost in human services. Codes of ethics, such as those established by the National Association of Social Workers or the American Psychological Association, provide a framework for ethical decision-making, emphasizing principles like client self-determination, confidentiality, and avoiding conflicts of interest. Agency policies developed at the organizational level provide specific guidelines tailored to the unique context of service provision. These policies, often rooted in ethical considerations, help ensure consistency, accountability, and legal compliance within the organization. Laws and regulations, established at the societal level, provide a non-negotiable framework for ethical conduct. These laws, often reflecting broader moral principles, protect the rights and well-being of individuals, setting boundaries for acceptable behavior and outlining consequences for violations. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we must remain acutely aware of client rights. Every individual seeking human services has inherent rights, including the right to dignity, respect, self-determination, and informed consent. Upholding these rights is not just an ethical imperative but a fundamental obligation in human services. Section 5. Reflections on your moral compass. A journey of self-discovery. Take a moment to reflect on your own moral compass and how it guides your actions in the realm of human services. Consider these questions as you embark on this journey of self-discovery. What values and beliefs are most important to you, and how do they shape your understanding of right and wrong? Can you recall a time when you faced a challenging ethical dilemma in your work? How did you navigate that situation, and what factors influenced your decision-making? Are there any areas where your personal values might conflict with professional ethical guidelines or agency policies? How do you reconcile these potential conflicts? How do you ensure that you are staying informed about relevant ethical codes, agency policies, and legal requirements that guide your work? In what ways can you advocate for the rights and well-being of your clients while also respecting their autonomy and right to self-determination? Section 6. The enduring power of ethics, a beacon in human services. In the ever-evolving landscape of human services, one thing remains constant: the enduring power of ethics. Ethics is not a static set of rules, but rather a dynamic process of reflection, discernment, and a commitment to doing what is right, even when it's hard. It's about recognizing the inherent dignity and worth of every individual we serve, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. It's about advocating for social justice, challenging systems of oppression, and promoting equality and inclusion. Ethics is the beacon that guides us through the complexities of human suffering, the moral compass that keeps us grounded when faced with difficult choices, and the foundation upon which trust and respect are built. Section 7. A call to courage, embracing empathy and understanding. As we navigate the intricate world of human services, let us answer the call to courage. The courage to be present with those we serve, to bear witness to their pain and resilience, and to meet them with empathy and understanding. The work we do is not for the faint of heart. It requires us to confront difficult truths, challenge our own biases, and advocate for those who are often marginalized and unheard. It demands that we show up with open hearts and minds, willing to learn, grow, and be changed by the encounters we have. Let compassion be our guiding force, empathy our compass, and ethics our unwavering commitment. In the tapestry of human services, let us weave threads of hope, healing, and empowerment, creating a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued.